So what is this intro like? Chill out. Did we see this before?
Studio apartment in the Upper East Side. Now, before we jump into this video, I want to give a our piece. Now, the whole apartment itself has been done by Hiroshi, and it's the only one in the United States. Behind me here, this is a contemporary piece by Hiroshi. There's a projector which drops down from the ceiling, projecting this
that's
piece
an
of
NFT, literally.
Here. If you look down below me, these pavers were brought in from the train station in Kyoto. Everything in here, all the materials were brought in on a huge barge from Japan to essentially make this apartment, like I mentioned, a living piece of art. If you even look into the corner, there's Hiroshi's signature right here, etched in gold on these charcoal walls. So right off of this elevator landing, welcome to the entrance of the home. Off to my left here, we actually have your coat room, which pockets into the wall.
Dude, that's little garbage.
Here you
I don't
have
want to
coat
do
storage
that.
for when you have guests over, and you'll notice I'm wearing slippers because traditionally in Japanese homes, you never wear your shoes, and that's actually a practice that most Americans should start incorporating, myself included. This is a 400-year-old cedar platform. Traditionally, when you enter a Zen temple, there's a platform such as this, which leads into the temple.
So pretentious.
And traditionally, you
Jesus
step down
Christ.
into the temple. And in this case, we're stepping down into your formal tea room. So right when you enter the home, this is the unwinding room. This is the room to have your guests come, have a nice glass of tea on this raised platform. Looking to the west, we have views of the Hudson River, all your neighbors over on Billionaire's Row.
Cute.
And if you look north, Central Park. Now the first element I want to talk about in this apartment are the walls. These walls are xQc plaster. And traditionally in Japanese homes, they only have one wall with xQc plaster. This entire apartment has xQc plaster, and here's why. xQc plaster actually improves the environment inside the apartment by absorbing CO2 and VOC gases and horrible smells. So it naturally kills bacteria, viruses, fungi, and molds due to the high alkalinity. xQc plaster also prevents dust buildup, so it essentially is cleaning your entire house just on the walls, and it is found throughout the entire apartment. Below us, under our feet, these are 1,000-year-old planks of cedar.
Oh my God.
One thing I want to point out in this apartment, which unfortunately you can't experience, is the smell. The smell of cedar, personally, I find extremely calming, and the smell of cedar fills this entire room. I mentioned these floors are 1,000 years old, and this wood is actually from the island of Yakushima. And this island has unusually strong winds, which cause these unique knots and bends in the grains of the wood. And it's actually now illegal to harvest wood from the island, as it's now a World Heritage Site. So to have these in your apartment, I can't drive home how rare that is. Something very unique off into the corner here is this acid wash stone. And this is very unique for a few reasons. And number one is it directly ties into the fact that this building is built on that sturdy bedrock of New York. Even in Central Park, you have that exposed bedrock. And I love that balance of nature in this apartment. So off of the tea room, we now enter into
not
the
the
grand
fucking rocks
salon.
again, bro.
And front and
I
center, we
cannot.
have two 65-year-old bonsai trees, again bringing those natural elements of Central Park indoors to the space. We also have this oversized komatsu zone, which was all brought in from Japan, surrounded by these river rocks. Here's the second bonsai tree. And now let's talk about the views. We have 5 10-foot by 10-foot windows in this apartment with views to the south and the west. Starting at this window here, you have views of the East River. You can even see the Atlantic Ocean. You have the Chrysler Building. I mean, you can even see to the Verrazano Bridge with Staten Island. Right in front of us here, we have the brand new One Vanderbilt with the Summit Observation Deck, views of the Empire State Building, looking all the way downtown to One World Trade Center. You have your views of the Hudson River, Jersey City, Hoboken. You even have views of Hudson Yards. Making your way around now to the western-facing views, we have all of your neighbors over there on Billionaire's Row. And then, of course, looking down, we have Central Park with that fall foliage just starting to come in. You can even see all the way up into the Hudson River Valley with all the foothills starting up. I am at a loss for words. I've lived in the city for the past 10 years. When I actually moved to the city, I watched this building be constructed, and to be in here now, yeah, it's surreal. Bringing it back inside from Central Park off of those western views behind me, this is a pocket door, which is the back entrance to your tea room. But in front of me here, we have this communal round sitting area. And if you look above, we even have the round light fixture. It's a very communal, warm gathering place, and you even have the rug below. Everything is circular. Heading over here, we actually have the entrance to that coat room right off the elevator. With this
Ready to get the day
door.
started, boys?
And in front of us, This is one plank of cedar. I believe this, again, is 400-year-old cedar. And this table seats 12, which guides your view perfectly aligned with one Vanderbilt. The base of this table is made of zinc. And off to the western views, we have your sushi bar. The base of your sushi bar is brass. We have seating for 7. The top here is cedar. But could you imagine having a Michelin star world-class sushi chef come here and just, I mean, I'm a huge fan of sushi and Japan itself, but could you imagine just, oh, the aesthetic here. The back of here,
Okay,
this is
chill
corian
out,
on
bro.
the countertop. We have corian on the drawers as well. This is a fully built-in, essentially wet bar here. You have your sink. You have ice maker, mini fridge built in. All of your outlets here built into that brass.
You don't. You don't need to have 135 mil to have somebody make sushi for you.
And then behind me, again, those views of the Hudson River Central, so peacefully down, optimizing now your sky views. So it truly feels like you are floating in the clouds. I also want to point out that all the walls in this unit are trimless. So as the building sways, as super tall buildings like this one tend to, you don't feel any of that movement because of the floating walls. But we're going to now leave this just stunning grand salon and make our way into your chef's kitchen. We now switch to chestnut on the floors, and welcome to the Gourmet Chef's Kitchen. There's a ton to break down.
Wait,
we're going to start with the center island. You have honed granite
I
on the
knew it sways. I'm not dumb.
corian on the sides and the drawers. You even have corian here on the cabinetry. Your Miele suite here, cappuccino maker, wine chiller down below. You have hand-pounded aluminum. You can see all the individual pound marks on this aluminum.
Oh, right.
And I really like how you have the built-in portholes, which is a nice breakup from the 10 by 10 square windows in the space. And your centerpiece in this kitchen is this customized Multini range. This was actually too large to be brought up, so it was built in this kitchen. This is a commercial grade cooktop. You have 4 burners here to the left, your oven down below.
This is ugly as shit. What is this?
And then it is mirrored on the other side, 4 burners.
What is this garbanzo?
Burners oven. In between you have your griddle, and above again this hand-pounded aluminum.
This is some
vent.
steampunk
This is
fucking
commercial
Nintendo
grade
64
in
shit,
this
bro.
Kitchen. Now I want to talk about what's in front of me here. You have one Vanderbilt
Chat,
in
I
your
dream of a
kitchen,
wide
the Empire
chat.
State Building
To make
in your
this dream
kitchen,
come
all the
true,
way
I need
downtown
you
to
to
One
spam
World
the
Trade
chat
Center.
with wide
You have this
hardo.
breakfast bar
Please make
moment,
my
floating
dream come
breakfast
true
bar
and
here
say wide
with seating
hardo,
for
wide
3.
hardo, wide hardo.
Just
Stop, man.
it's hard to put this into words, especially being a New Yorker and being in a place that is this elegant.
The kitchen is just ugly. This looks like a break room in a space station.
It's something else.
43
But moving on in the
months.
kitchen, here we
Why
have more of
people
that
happy?
hand-pounded aluminum. We have your built-in refrigerator freezer, and then this far back wall, this is your pantry, again with those porthole windows, which is a nice breakup from these massive 10 by 10 windows.
It's ugly, come on now.
You honestly need sunglasses in this kitchen, and this is a cool feature, window. So you can actually open this up and get some airflow into this apartment, because we are 1,000 feet up, so you can't really
That's
have windows
cool.
that are opening that high. So that's a nice little touch. And then
Well,
here
why not
you
though?
have your Tawada Tough Stone on this kitchen table. We'll find this throughout the rest of the apartment. But making our way out of the kitchen, another pocket door leading into the connecting hallway. Now below our feet, these are ceramic tiles, and the family that inlaid these into this apartment, they
Pressure. And what you gonna do?
actually have been based in Kyoto for, I believe, very close to 1,000 years, and they actually did a lot of the work on the temples in Kyoto with the ceramics.
Get this
so this
suit
is again
out of
connecting
here.
to your
Let's see
utilities, the
some
back of
Billy
the elevator,
Hatcheling.
and then I want to just show you for the layout.
Guys, I'm sorry, I can't.
Will I get welcome to the jungle on my 42nd sub anniversary?
Hey man, welcome to fuck
Surely.
you. Fuck you, 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 fuck you. So, yeah. Guys, not a big fan of these little trims here at the bottom. I feel like I don't know about this.
Layout at the end of this hallway here.
It's a toe trap. It's a toe trap.
This is that grand salon, and you can actually close this off. I love how it can be open concept if necessary or closed off. We have 2 powder rooms here. This is the first one. On the backsplash here, we have Tawada Tough Stone, and this is very unique. You'll see later. It actually turns a very vivid turquoise color when it gets wet, and they have it here on the backsplash. We have the built-in mirror with the recessed LED lighting. The sink is a Hinoki.
The only talking point of all the house, the entire thing, is materials. Materials, materials, materials. I think I'm in rust, bro. Just relax with this shit, man.
Cypress with these individually cut.
What about the perks and the furniture or the
steel sink?
The other things in the house than the
room.
fucking materials,
Additionally,
man.
This is service right here, and then one more powder room off to my right. And now this is all a mirror image of that first powder room with the Tawada Toughstone.
If you care that much about Japan, move to Japan. If you care that much about the fucking Japan, get a house there, you bum.
Cypress on the sink. This is a hand-cut cedar door. And if you actually look above us, this was all hand-cut as well, using one of those big, heavy shears. And this was a hand-picked stone that was acid.
Type 1 in the chat if you agree.
This was a hand-picked stone that was acid washed, and I really love how it ties into the bedrock of New York City. Now, the reason you can build skyscrapers this tall here in the city is the bedrock. From this connecting hallway in front of me, this is your family room. Your views to the east.
Fucking
if you look above
stone.
me, you have this cove ceiling. You can even hear the acoustics in it.
Dude, even though everything you have to sit on it and it's really flat and hard surfaces, you finally found a couch in this fucking nightmare of a house. You find it, and you can't even put your back correctly. You can't even put your back on a backrest. It's these fucking pillows. You just can't do it.
In every single room.
You can't catch a fucking break, man.
Below us, this carpet is designed to mimic a Zen garden, just giving that good energy to the space. You have this whole insect couch that runs the entire length of the space. All the furniture that you see in here was custom built for this space. There is no piece of furniture that you could buy anywhere else. It's all for here. You have your hanging TV with the credenza down below.
Okay, good size.
Now let's just look to the east. You have your views of the East River. It's actually kind of unique. I can see the first apartment I ever lived in when I moved to New York City. It was a 300 square foot studio. I was paying $1,200 a month. I was living with an ex, so splitting that, so it was $600 a month. And I would look at this building and just imagine what it was like in here. And now you guys are getting a first look at what it's actually like in one of the highest units in 4th.
I bet you could look all over here. Ask every resident who asked, or what we just said, and we wouldn't be able to find it.
32 Park Avenue.
Not one.
This is a home office off to the corner here. We're going to keep this shut because the owners still are in the space and we don't want to show their personal items. But making our way out of this family room, I want to now take you to the bedroom wing of this one-of-a-kind penthouse. So off to my right here, this is actually your laundry room. You have 4 units here, and you can actually pocket this. So East River, Queens, the Atlantic Ocean. A fun fact, you can actually see on a clear day 50 miles in any direction.
Oh.
So you can actually see. In fact, you can actually see on a clear day.
I think I recognize this lamp. Yeah, I think this is a Artemid. Is it not? It's like a designer lamp.
50 miles in any direction, so you can actually see the ocean from this bedroom. On this far wall, we have made custom shelves. Below us on the floor.
Yeah, it is.
Floor is chestnut.
I know my shit.
And now this is a Jack and Jill bathroom, which connects the two spaces.
I know my furniture and my housing.
This bathroom has that Tawada Toughstone on the walls, front and center. You have your soaking tub with your doorknob fixtures coming out of the floor here.
I bet I can find it.
To the east with the East River, Atlantic Ocean.
Yes,
we have
you can't lean back on the couch, but the pillows are made of cedar, so who cares?
Mirror with the lighting built into that Tawada Toughstone. Behind me, we have the water closet. And then here, I'm going to actually walk in. We have your...
Holy fuck. I was right. I found it. Ah, boom. Look at that. Bing bong. That's the one. Yeah, it is one. It has a little black at the top and the white at the top. It's the same one.
Steam shower.
They're pretty expensive. Yeah, I had it right. It's the same.
Behind me, we have the water closet. And then here, I'm going to actually walk in. We have your steam shower with that Tawada Toughstone. Like I mentioned, this turns a vivid turquoise color.
Because you guys always tell me that I don't know shit about the houses or whatever the fuck, dude. I can just spot furniture pieces from a...
When it gets wet, we're not going to turn it on right now, but just use your imagination.
You're looking at the house guy. Okay.
So heading out of this Jack and Jill bathroom, we now enter the second bedroom. You can see it's a mirror image.
What means that? It literally is the lamp. It's right there. That literally is the lamp. Bro, that literally is. The wire, the stand at the back, that is quite literally the lamp. Stop saying it's not. You know it is. Find a difference. It's not. Wire, black, black. What at the bottom? Bing, bing. You can see right there. Bing, bong. Sense light. It's the same thing. It is.
You can see it's a mirror image of that first one with that custom built-in on that far
designer
wall.
one.
Queen-size bed, another built-in desk here, and I just want to show this so these all pocket in so you can close off that bathroom. This would be the guest room or say the kids' room. You have your closet off to the right, another built-in closet along this far wall. So leaving the second guest bedroom.
I browse their shit sometimes. That company, they do crazy shit.
More of that custom built-in shelving here.
Good lighting company.
This is your corner bedroom moment with views to the east and these views to the south where you are straight on Park Avenue looking all the way up to Harlem with that view.
It's not really ad. You can't really buy their shit.
Starting to change, so you're gonna have that show of all the.
Bro, this house is so boring. It is so like, bro, it's just so uninspiring and so tame. Like, I don't know. It's just
the bedroom. I want to show you this. Check out this bathroom. This isn't even the primary bathroom. Welcome to the third bedroom bathroom here in this $135 million apartment with this view of Central Park. Could you imagine being in this soaking tub, just looking out over those northern views of New York City? It's truly a glimpse of something that the 0.0001% of humans will ever see, and we're sharing with you guys here on YouTube, so make sure to subscribe. But with that,
can you tell us what brand is that?
There's somewhere to see. We haven't even seen the
window and
the primary
on the
from guest bedroom number.
Mr. Candy Cornhead.
Dude, you're mauled, okay? That the only thing that you know, motherfucker, is the fucking $2 lamp from IKEA that you just bought, you little pussy bitch, motherfucker. You're shrinking, you're schmalding. I spotted a cool ass lamp, bro, and you're a fucking bum. Shut the fuck up.
We're back into that connecting hallway with that ceramic on the floor. Off to the right here, this is guest bedroom number 4, which is currently staged as a composing room. Talk about inspiration. 10 by 10 window with that view looking
poor shaming
up Park Avenue.
So
Central Park, essentially the same view as those other guest bedrooms, but here it's been utilized, like I mentioned, as a composing room. The owners were saying how this used to be their yoga studio. This is it's a very creative space. Just with those views of the city, it's very awe-inspiring. You have this couch in this nice corner here. I want to mention again, all the furniture has been customly built for this space. I mentioned this is the 4th bedroom, so you have that ensuite bathroom if you did choose to use this as a bedroom. Back out into the hallway, we're showing everything. The entire hallway is dedicated.
This house is so boring. I can't even tell if this is the beginning of the video or the end. It's all the same.
In your bathroom, the vanity, we have more of that cypress wood with those hand-cut pieces hiding that stainless steel drain. Door and box fixtures built into the cypress wood. 3-piece vanity mirror with the built-in lighting. Even test this guy out, but we're not gonna do that. And of course, you have your 10 by 10 window here with that Tawada Tough Stone on the ledge here for sitting down and looking at your views of Central Park. Yeah, this is a bathroom. This is only the first half. So if we leave this bathroom back into the hallway, we'll keep the door shut. We have the bathroom in your bathroom. I think that's just, it's so unique. You have your door and box fixture coming out of massage and spray in your $135 million apartment.
Like, this is just like, what is this, bro? Come on, man.
I'm actually gonna take these slippers off because these are actually chestnut floors, which have been hand scooped, which actually almost massage your feet as you walk throughout the space. It's a very cool feeling. You have, of course,
hand scooped.
Of course, your views to the west, Hudson River, Billionaires Row, Central Park. This is the corner bedroom, so you also have those northern views as well. You have your king-size bed built right in here. Again, all this furniture was custom built for this space. You have your office, nicely built in. Outlets again built right into this wood. This brass shelving overhead. Couch moment here to sit and just take in the views. Let's just keep on walking and talking out of the owner's room.
Nintendo
when you come into this well-lit,
secret abomination,
quiet
but the
space,
soundtrack hits.
You feel like you're
Who's
floating.
talking?
You feel like you're floating above New York City. And that was the intent of Hiroshi, and he designed the entire...
Okay, I mean, you're gonna float regardless of what the fuck you put in the apartments when you're like on the top floor of a skyscraper. Lady, no shit. Feels like you're floating it.
From the floor to the ceiling, the furniture, the art, everything in it. Manhattan is like a ship, and it's sort of shaped like a ship. And he thought of this as going through time like a ship.
Oh,
Just
shut
passing on the
up!
ocean,
Fuck!
That is an eloquent
Fuck
display.
me!
Wow. I mean, you are a New Yorker.
Jesus
New York City in all
Christ!
facets. It can be so many things, and I think that the main thing that sticks out to me is the control of energy, whereas you're not bombarded by anything here. You can kind of
Absolutely
step back
true.
and just take everything in.
Absolutely true.
Dude,
the apartment
this
has
is-
nothing that attacks your senses. Your senses are calm, and that's the Japanese aesthetic. When you walk into a home, you transition from the outside to your home inside, and there are many aspects of this apartment, which you'll see, that help you do that. One of them is the bridge from when you come in the front door that transitions you to the apartment, to the inner part of the apartment. And the first thing you see when you come into the apartment is the tea room, which is meant as a place where you sit down, have some tea, and relax. And that's the way you come home. It's great.
I also love how you do have those elements of nature in here. You know, you have the view of Central Park, but you also have 65-year-old bonsai trees. You have the stones. It's such a unique mix of all those elements with that urban atmosphere out there.
This just screams that like billionaire people are just so boring and absolutely dead inside, dude. If this is the shit that they live for, the flying ship, floating ship that traverses time. Fuck you,
Everything
dude.
in the apartment, the materials.
Bro,
were
smoke
imported
some
from
crack or something at this point,
big
man.
ships
Bro,
filled with stones
this is so
and big
dumb.
stones that are 10 feet high, and the wood that we're standing on is 1,000 years old. It's a 1,000-year-old cedar.
In your years of selling, have you seen a place that is similar to this, or is this is the pinnacle?
I have never seen any other apartment in New York in 40 years that I'm doing this.
You heard it here. If you are out there and you are looking to purchase this apartment, all the information is down below in the description of this video.
Ain't nobody buying shit,
Again,
little bro.
Thank you
Eric, thanks.
for letting us tour this space.
Of course.
And with that, we will see you in
Ain't
the
nobody buying this, little bro. Nobody's buying this shit. Jesus.